When we look at the night sky, we see endless tranquility, billions of galaxies, trillions of stars. But where is everybody? This is known as the Fermi Paradox. Given the age and scale of the universe, alien civilizations should have knocked on our door a long time ago. For decades, humanity has been sending cheerful radio signals into space. We are spreading into the cosmic ocean like bioluminescent signals, shouting, "We are here!" But as the writer Stanisław Lem warned, trying to make sense of the universe with well-intentioned human logic could be a fatal mistake. What if this silence out there isn't because no one is there, but because everyone is hiding? To understand this eerie silence, we must look at the fundamental rules of the cosmic game. Rule number 1. Survival is the primary need of every civilization. Rule number 2. The universe is vast, but its resources are finite. Civilizations will inevitably expand and consume. This brings us to a terrifying conclusion. When two alien civilizations meet, they face an unsolvable problem. Philosopher Stanisław Lem argued that true alien intelligence would be so incomprehensible we wouldn't even recognize their motives. We project human morality onto the stars, expecting peaceful diplomats. But the universe doesn't care about our ethics. This creates the chain of suspicion. You cannot know if the other civilization is benevolent or hostile. Even if they seem peaceful now, a technological explosion could make them a deadly threat in a cosmic blink of an eye. Therefore, the most logical, mathematical choice for any advanced civilization is to strike first, to eliminate the potential threat before it can eliminate you. It's not out of malice, but pure survival. And so, the universe becomes a dark forest. Every civilization is an armed hunter, stalking through the trees like a ghost. In this forest, stealth is life. If you make a sound, if you reveal your location, you will be hunted. Not because the hunters are evil, but because they are terrified of you. This terrifying concept perfectly explains the Fermi Paradox. The universe isn't empty. It is full of life. But everyone is holding their breath, hiding in the shadows, hoping they won't be noticed. And in the middle of this deadly, silent forest stands humanity. Yet humanity continues to wander this forest like a naive child. We launched the Voyager probes into the dark, carrying golden records etched with our greetings, our music, and our coordinates. We beamed the Arecibo message, a burst of binary code, deep into the cosmic ocean. Our massive radio telescopes constantly shout into the void, hoping to find a friend. Our data packets glide through the silent nebulae, a beacon of our existence. We assume that anyone out there listening will be enlightened, curious, and peaceful. But when our cheerful signals crash into an alien star system, they are not received by human minds with human morals. The alien consciousness processes our data through a completely incomprehensible logic. To them, our friendly greeting is not a handshake. It is a terrifying exposure. They don't hear a hello. They hear a loud, foolish creature giving away its exact location. Panic sets in. Their system, once bright, immediately shuts down its signals. They wrap themselves in absolute silence because they know that in the dark forest, a loud noise attracts the hunters, and somewhere deeper in the void, a predatory civilization detects the disturbance. An ancient, colossal mechanical structure silently awakens from its slumber. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't send a warning. It simply deploys a weapon. A shadowy, silent object is launched, gliding through the cosmos without emitting a single photon. Back on Earth, our vintage monitors begin to pick up a strange, rolling interference. We look at our screens, unaware that a cosmic trap has already been set in motion. The communication line between species is dead before it even begins. This is the ultimate stalemate of the universe. mutual assured destruction. Game theory dictates that the only logical move is the first strike. We see distant planets suddenly extinguish, snuffed out by invisible forces. Fear is the true ruler of the cosmos. Existential dread is the only universal language. We are just a fragile ghost, standing next to apex predators we cannot even comprehend. Yet our weathered radio dishes keep pumping out cheerful signals into the abyss. The golden record reflects not a friend, but the glowing eyes of a silent hunter. A direct data path has been drawn from our vulnerable home to their dark domain. Looking through our telescopes, we finally realize the terrifying scale of the threat. On our radar screens, a massive, silent anomaly approaches, eating the light around it. A black, geometric shape that defies physics, vibrating with heavy cosmic interference. Earth continues to spin naively as the shadow silently enters our cosmic neighborhood. Asteroids don't shatter when they hit it. They are simply deleted from reality. It leaves behind a clearing in the dark forest, a dead zone devoid of any data. Our mathematics and our equations break down trying to understand its nature. To the hunters, Earth isn't an enemy. It's just a weed that needs to be pulled, a cosmic scythe sweeping blindly through the garden of the galaxy. As Stanisław Lem warned, communication is fundamentally impossible. Our signals just bounce off their absolute indifference. The chain of suspicion binds the universe in a state of permanent, vibrating paranoia. We look at a distant, advanced alien city, teeming with technological marvels. In a fraction of a second, a dimensional strike flattens their entire three-dimensional world, reduced to a silent, two-dimensional painting stamped onto the fabric of space. This is why the universe is quiet. It is not empty. It is a sprawling graveyard. Our own cheerful signals begin to glitch as the shadow creeps closer to our sun. One by one, the glowing stars in our night sky wink out, swallowed by the dark. Our massive telescopes finally fall silent, covered in the encroaching shadow. Humanity panics, desperately trying to pull a cosmic blanket over our exposed planet. Deep in space, the Voyager probe is now just a betraying pulse in the dark, and a massive cosmic eye opens, reflecting our tiny, foolish light. The silent shape reaches our outer solar system, bending the very gravity around it. We hold the fate of our world in our hands, helpless against the cosmic machinery. The dark forest is governed by a creeping frost of fear, cracking our naive hopes. Any civilization that dares to speak is instantly struck down by the hunters. Humanity faces its ultimate choice: continue to scream, or learn to blend in. The book of cosmic sociology is closed. The rules are written in absolute silence. The anomaly halts just outside our orbit, waiting, listening. We build a cage of defensive data around us, becoming prisoners of our own fear. The night sky is no longer a canvas of wonder, but a ceiling of terror. We are surrounded by a dense, quiet forest, teeming with hidden, blinking eyes. The only way to survive is to wrap ourselves in the nebula dust. Our old, bright messages fade into the dark abyss, a receding memory of our innocence. The Voyager probe dissolves into cosmic dust, its whisper finally silenced. Silence is no longer cowardice. It is the dominant, mathematically perfect strategy. We draw the blackout curtain across our sky, hiding our light from the void. In our dark labs, we realize our extreme isolation. The forest is a complex, hidden ecosystem that survives only by remaining unseen. A colossal alien consciousness ignores our existence entirely, perfectly indifferent to our fate. We are placed under a protective quarantine, a dome of shadows to keep us safe from ourselves. Hundreds of faint signals blink in the dark, a living, breathing, but terrified universe. We touch our static-filled screens, realizing the profound loneliness of survival. Looking to the future, we must change how we develop. We must evolve quietly. We can choose the bright path of destruction, or the dark, guarded path of endurance. Carrying a small lantern of knowledge, we carefully navigate the dark forest path. Knowing that thousands of hunters are out there, breathing in the cosmic ocean. Our legacy becomes a heavily encrypted time capsule, drifting silently. If we must speak, it will be a short, geometric burst, blending with the background radiation. In one eye, we reflect the terror of the dark forest. In the other, a tiny, stubborn light of hope. We are just a tiny speck in a vast, incredibly dangerous cosmos. Welcome to the dark forest. Welcome to Ariadnology.